Yes, baby, that's right. Episode 214 of the JB and Benny Blue Review. And ooh, wait, the Valley hot, baby. Yes, indeed. You see it, that VBA tapping with our
Benny,
sponsors.
hey, yo, Benny, check this out, man.
Pow.
I ain't rocking nothing but Valley Boys Association all summer,
I love
bro.
it. Sweet
You know what I'm
like
saying?
Zach and Cody, baby.
All summer, I'm rocking it, man. Like all summer, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about tanks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like everything, bro. I'm rocking it all summer, bro.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? So I hope the Valley Boys listen, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, look, we're going to make sure we shoot y'all a little bread, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all are sponsible. We want to make sure y'all cool. But,
that's right.
Hey, we need I need that whole summer wardrobe. I'm talking
about
tank tops.
Fit.
I'm talking about tank tops. I'm talking about the shorts showing, you know what I'm saying, the lower cut shorts with the thigh hanging out, you know what I'm saying, with the Valley Boys Association across the top and the front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need the hats. I need the hats. I need the dad cap. I need all that, man. We repping hard, man. We repping hard this summer.
We are. Well, viewers, if you want to copy your own, check out our premier clothing sponsor, Valley Boy Association, valleyboyassociation.com. Use code podcast22 for 20% off your order at checkout. Also, make sure to tap in with our guy, it's timtobuy.com. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, text review to 515-444-7003, and Tim can hook you up with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your dreams. Follow him at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram. Make sure to tap in with us at JB and Benny Blue on all social media, and tap in with the YouTube channel. We got the shorts going up there at this point. Dr. T, what up? We appreciate you.
What up, Tim?
It's timtobuy.com, baby. That's right. And of course, make sure to follow us. Follow JB at 73KingJB73, and yours truly at Betty Blue Eyes. Also, JB, breaking news, because we got the content pop and we're getting the views and followers already.
Crazy.
Check out our brand new TikTok page, baby. That's right. We are on TikTok. We send all types of clips from the show. Whatever you want, we got it. We are putting up on our new TikTok
ticking
page.
And talking, you know what I'm saying? We got ticking and talking. Look, Benny gonna do some TikTok dances too. So, you know, so y'all
hit the gritty, baby. Hit the gritty, baby.
Look, Benny and motherfucking Patrick Mahomes brother gonna be doing TikTok dance on our page.
No, thank you.
Y'all make sure to tune in.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Man.
Oh my God. Listen, if you missed a live stream, all good. Tap in with us on the podcast forum, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Like, share, subscribe, 5-star review. Of course, we are live streaming out of the desert, casualsports.com. And of course, our family over at the Believe Podcast Number, including our special guest, will be joining us in just a moment. And Dr. Bridges, Burning Bridges. If I'm not mistaken, were you off last night? I was looking for it. AAT Sports.
Yeah. So what it is that we are offsetting this thing. You know what I'm saying? So we got the we're offsetting. So we'll be off this week and we'll be back on this week because again, right here at the JB and Benny Blue, we're on this week, but we'll be off next week. So
correct.
I'm offsetting it to where I can have, you know what I'm saying, one night off a week from podcast, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be able to enjoy my Tuesday night one week and my Wednesday night another week. But, you know what I'm saying, that way we'll be able to make sure everything stays rich to content, you know what I'm saying? It's going to keep coming on both ends, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know how we do it in the off season. We say the off season because once football season's over, you know what I'm saying, pretty much the off season for us. Of course, we cover NBA basketball, we cover boxing. We're going to talk a little more about the strike in baseball, you know what I'm saying, and what they got going on. And so, but we just want to make sure we keep that good content coming for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like tonight, you know what I'm saying? We got a special guest. We're going to talk a little more about, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, indeed. Coming up, talking about them Suns, baby. The Valley Hot getting some NBA
best team
shit.
In the motherfucking NBA.
In the league, baby.
Bitch.
You know, so we're talking about, of course, the Juwan Howard kerfuffle there. You know what I'm saying? You see the Block M, NFL, Brian Flores, XFL, USFL, and a whole lot of mo, just like Dr. T did. At any point, whether you're tapping in on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, drop in a comment or question. We will get to it. And of course, sponsorship, questions, hate mail. Hit us up, jbandbandlereview@gmail.com. All right. We ain't going to hold this man much longer. He's been on the show a couple times now. He is our guy. He is a part of the casualsports.com, KSRN Arizona family, and the Believe Podcast Network. You can check him out on the Coast to Coast podcast, and he's doing Suns post game on 98.7 here in the desert. Without further ado, joining us live from the East Coast, baby, it is our guy, the one, the only, Flex from Jersey. That's right, sir. How you doing?
My boy.
Jersey Flex in the house was popping.
What's popping, man? Hey, I'm chilling with my brodies tonight, man. This is fun,
doubt.
man. I miss
we got to get you a Valley Boys Association
shirt.
Hey,
I was about to tell you, Valley Boys Association, man. I need it, baby. I got to come out here rep on the East Coast.
Oh, man. We in there. Trust me. We got you.
I'm gonna get in there.
Yeah.
I gotta get some stuff, man. That's fire.
We got you, man. Yes. We got you, bro.
Yes. Valley boys, listen. Flex reps the Suns probably about as hard as anybody out there east of the Mississippi. All right, so lace him with that Valley shit.
Let's go, Valley Boys Association. We out here on the East Coast, baby. Let's run it up. Let's run it up.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
So look, as JB alluded to, the Suns are indeed in the number 1 spot, and that's word ludicrous. But there's been some things happening post All-Star break. So look, I know you were covering a little bit with James Jones' press conference earlier today, of course, tapping with Flex. But Chris Paul, the right thumb injury, out for a possible 6 to 8 weeks. You know how that goes. Might be a little bit less, might be a little bit more. In your mind, how do you think they need to adjust their rotation to maintain that number 1 spot in the West? Sir Flex.
I think it's a blessing in disguise, guys. I really do. Speaking with my peoples that I rock with the organization and the ball players, man. Listen, these guys got a lot of incentive here. And I think it's a blessing in disguise because I think Book is going to come into this and say, you know what? This is an opportunity for me to get back on that MVP map and make my All-NBA push. I got 250 M's on the line here. So Book's motivated to go in there and do what he got to do. Then you got a guy like DeAndre Ayton that's been hearing all the time that he's a product of Chris Paul. Well, guess what? Now he gets to go out there, play without Chris Paul, put up good numbers, and say, hey, I am a max guy. You know what I mean? I'm going to earn that. Then you got a guy like Mikal Bridges that's been averaging almost 20 a game over the last 9. There you go, right in the background, baby. That's family, right? So you know, he go out there now
2.0.
Yeah, now I call him Young Scotty, man. You know what I mean? He go out there, he play ball. He's got an opportunity to elevate his status now and make people think about what he could potentially be next year. You add Aaron Holiday, you got Campaign coming back, you got Shammy coming back. You got a bunch of pros, man. So I think they straight. It's blessing in disguise, man. And then Chris Paul gets to rest the wheels for 4 to 6 weeks. You know what I mean? And go into this 2-month playoff run with full energy, full throttle, ready to go. I'm not worried at all, man. I think it's a blessing in disguise. I think they're gonna be just fine.
I never once feared when I heard Chris Paul, you know what I'm saying, got the little ligament thing going on in his thumb. I'm like, okay, so, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not really a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like my first thought, Flex, was that, okay, now he get to rest. You know what I'm saying? Because he is older. You know what I'm saying? He is older. And like you made great points. I think DeAndre Ayton, I see the aggression that DeAndre Ayton is playing with compared to last year. And I was, you know, wanting to call him soft. You know what I'm saying? I always loved the kid. You know what I'm saying? His skill set. He's like a young Akeem, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Akeem was never really that forceful, mean player, and as he got older and crabbier, then he became a mean Akeem Olajuwon, you know what I'm saying? But his skill set was crazy, and Ayton's skill set is through the roof. Like, I don't think there's a more skilled big in the NBA, to be honest. Like, when he can do everything. Right, he can do everything. He just can't shoot from the 3-point line, but he don't want to do that.
We don't want that. We got
that ain't his bag. Yeah, that ain't his bag. You know what I'm saying? But we talk about in that rectangle, you know what I'm saying? Outside that rectangle on the block, oh yeah, he handling his business. And of course, Book, you know what I'm saying? Book I think Book coming to his own, man. It's beautiful to see. Just watching him, you know what I'm saying? The maturation of Devin Booker, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mississippi Gulf Coast, you know what I'm saying? And my man Book, and the rest of the cats, you know what I'm saying? I've just been proud to watch these cats, man. Campaign coming back. And we got Craig back, which was big. I don't care what nobody said. Getting Craig back was huge. And then signing Biyombo, you know what I'm saying? Like, was huge because now we got a big JaVale McGee, huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, we needed bigs to be able to contend on that next level and win a championship. We are championship ready right now. And I'm just loving what I'm seeing from the Suns, man.
I'm with you.
Beautiful. And Flex, you led us right to it. And JB, you said as much. They get Torrey Craig back at the trade deadline, shape for Jalen Smith, and then they get Aaron Holiday from Washington. So, as you mentioned, kind of the theme is the idea of, you know, letting CP, the veteran, the all-star fucking Hall of Famer veteran,
the point guard,
if you will, get his rest until they really get to the end of the season, make that playoff push. When you see them acquire these guys, what do you think their roles are going to be in CP's absence?
Yeah, I mean, they all elevate. Everybody's got to elevate because not one man on planet Earth can do what CP does. So it's a collective effort, right? So, you know, but the thing is, you're not talking about you're talking about a team that came off a finals run, that has more experience. But the crazy thing is they're all hungry for something. They all got incentives, man. And a guy like Torrey Craig, you don't have to change anything up offensively or defensively. He knows the scheme. He knows the system. The team loves him.
He can play the 2 through the 4.
Absolutely.
He
could defend that no problem.
Yep.
The Suns, if you look at the numbers and the deep analytics this year, the Suns are actually a better team when Chris is not on the floor defensively, if you can believe that. So I don't think they lose a step defensively, and I think offensively they become a little bit more dynamic, man. It's a crazy thing to think, guys, but you guys play ball. Y'all been around the game your whole life. Sometimes it's things that you can't put an analytical chart on.
Well, I think what you're trying to say, Flex, is that younger legs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're talking about running now. We're talking about running now. You know what I'm saying?
About running.
We talk about running now. When CP3 on the floor, he can move now. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. He can move, but he's more so get half court. Let's set this thing up, and let's set this thing up. Play half court ball, and then get back and play good defense. And the reason why Flex said that Chris Paul is more of a liability. Now I don't like to use the word liability because he's not
liability,
but he's short.
I mean.
Right? He's short, so teams do a lot of switching with him, and they can get shots off because he's not a tall guy. He's very crafty defensively, even when he plays against bigger guys. But without doubt, I mean, with these younger legs, you know what I'm saying? Aaron Holiday, you know what I'm saying, playing a 2/, he can play the 1, getting Cam back, you know what I'm saying, to play the 1. We're talking about running, right? We're talking about running. These cats go, and when we run, and we get up on your ass by 25 points, you ain't gonna win that game. You're not gonna win that game. So yes, sir. We loving what we're seeing.
I'm with you. I think they're gonna add a dynamic that teams ain't normally seeing. And again, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, 100, my guys. And it's the God honest truth. People may be like, y'all, Flex, you capping, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something. If I can pick, if I could have done this purposely and found a way to rest Chris Paul 4 to 6 weeks before the playoff run, I'd have done it. Load management, call it whatever you want.
It actually makes a lot of sense because the Suns are up 6.5, I think, in the standings in the West. So the reality is, to JB's point, almost kind of going back to the first question, if they're gonna run people off the block, literally, and they're gonna be able to get dubs during the regular season, we all know that the game slows down and they call games different in the playoffs, and that's where CP is gonna shine. He's gonna get to that right block and hit that 15-footer. That's where his bread is going to be buttered in the playoffs. Yeah. He don't need to be running around with these youngins for the rest of the game. Let him rest.
Chill back, baby. Chill back. Drink some Gatorade, baby.
Right.
Chill back. Rest
let LeBron be a workworkworkhorse for his team.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? We're going to talk about them in a second. Good God Almighty. Flex. Speaking of potential old heads or cats who got it and they might want to have one more taste at the ring. Trade deadline is passed. We saw the moves kind of, making sense for more rotational pieces and stuff like that. But you know what time it is. This last month or two of the season. I mean, hey, do we need that? Do we have particular eyes on some folks in the buyout market? Are there any things that you're hearing that someone might slide in for that veteran minimum?
They are. Listen, they are definitely looking. They're probing. James Jones is doing his job. And let me just say this without saying too much, because y'all know how this business is, right? You say too much, too much, and then your phone stop ringing. So,
right.
So check this out. I will say this. There are a couple guys that are negotiating or talking to their teams about buyouts that people aren't even hearing about. Okay, and I'll be honest with you. There's one guy in particular that if that could happen, I will give y'all this. Houston is indeed talking to Eric Gordon about a buyout. Okay, both sides want it. Both sides want it. Okay? Eric Gordon got no future in Houston. Houston's got a bunch of young dogs that are starting to get it together. We played them right before the injury. You saw the TV thing. Them kids ready to play. So a guy like Eric Gordon, if they could find a way to get a buyout, and now you go to that guy and you say, "Hey, dude, listen. Not only do we give you more prorated money,
run that point."
Not only do we give you a chance to win a championship, but now you get a 4 to 6 week window to audition for your next contract as the lead guy.
Run that point, boy. Because he's a bigger, stronger CP3.
Correct.
Right?
I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Not here. Right, not here. Not yet. He'll get there.
He'll get there.
He's just a bigger, stronger CP3.
Kid's a dog, and so
he can play defense.
Absolutely. He can snipe the ball. He's actually leading the league in 3-point percentage. So, I mean, that's a guy that if the balls get rolling in the right direction, don't be surprised if you start seeing Phoenix talking in the mix. But there's a plethora of guys like that. So yeah, we doing our work, and we gonna leave no rock unturned. And James, I trust James and that staff. They always gonna try to improve the team, and especially in this situation, why not? You know what I'm saying?
But the great thing about it, Flex, too, is that we're a winning team. You know what I'm saying? So you got those veteran guys that want to get off squads, you know what I'm saying? And they're, like you said, have no future where they are. And they're like, you know what? If I can get to Phoenix, you know what I'm saying, right, and be a part of this championship run and contribute, then trust me.
Hey, can I say one thing? And this is, some people know about this. There's people that know about this, but this is the reality. Eric Gordon signed in Phoenix. He wanted to be in Phoenix a while ago. New Orleans matched the contract, but he actually signed with Phoenix, went public and asked New Orleans not to match the deal, and they did match it. But he actually signed as a free agent with Phoenix before this whole thing popped off. Wow. And so there's history behind it, and one of his best years in the NBA in his entire career was under Monty Williams. Wow. So there's a lot of backstory behind this. And I'll tell you right now, if Eric Gordon had his way, he'd be playing for the Phoenix Suns. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying that if they can work something out, the Phoenix Suns will be right on the phone talking to Eric Gordon, 100%.
Outstanding.
Okay.
Outstanding.
Well, about a month and a half left of the season, regular season. Obviously, the Suns are in the number one spot in the West. But as we know, there's going to be some shaking and baking, moving and grooving, especially with this play-in tournament. So, Flex, in your mind, assuming that they stay one, let's just say for the sake of argument, they stay number one. Mm-hmm. Which team do you think would be most likely to give them the most hell in the first round, particularly if CP is still out?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Keeping it 100, I got a feeling we're gonna run into the Lakers again in the first round.
Oh, for God's sake.
I do. I just feel like we're gonna end up with them again. And you know how that goes, right? When you play the Lakers and you play LeBron James, you're playing the NBA. And you got the referees, and you got the LeBron factor, and you got the TV ratings. You got all the stuff that comes with LeBron James. So that, to me, is the toughest matchup. But guess what? I know this team, and I know guys around this team. I'm going to tell you right now, they want it. They want all that smoke. They're just a different knit group. This is a different animal that we're dealing with in Phoenix. So I think it's going to be the Lakers. I don't want to go through that again because I know what that entails. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't mind lining them up and sending Braun home again 2 years in a row and letting it, let them understand. And Valley Boys is real. We're gonna get that Valley really Boys Association rocking.
Really real, son. You know what I'm saying? We really real. Look, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that LA gonna be able to get there, man. You know what I'm saying?
I hope you're right.
I was about to say, I think it's gonna be the Timberwolves.
I don't think LA gonna make the playoffs this year, to be honest.
I hope you're right, my brother.
I really feel like LeBron doing all he can right now, and their team is in turmoil. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that we ain't really knowing.
Yeah.
But LeBron thinking about what the hell Bronny gonna get drafted to. You know what I'm saying? LeBron more worried about what Bronny gonna get drafted to. You know what I'm saying? So. I don't, and to be honest, I don't really care who we play first round. I don't care who we play ever. I really just think we're a better basketball team than everybody else we play, and really our destiny is in our own hands. And that ain't been said for no team in a long time. Yeah. So I'm with it, man. I'm just excited. I'm excited to start going to some of these games because football season's over. So I'm finna start, falling in. You know what I'm saying? Flex, you got some hookups, let me know. You know
I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. Hey, I'm going out soon. I'll be out there next month, man. So when I get out there, I'm gonna hit you up, man. We're gonna link up. We're gonna be in there.
Shout out. We're
gonna be in there heavy, my G. I got you.
Shout out to my boy Rico Suave. You know what I'm saying? Out here in the Valley, one of the DJs out here, the VJs out here in the Valley, one of the radio personalities. We're gonna get out there. Sons, you finna see my face a whole lot, and I'm gonna be wearing all Valley Boys Association gear. You know what I'm saying? So know that.
Pow. Well, look, that's a good jumping off point for the Valley Boys. But let's take it to the association before we let Flex on up out of here. So look, we saw it. I know you've talked about it. You probably tweeted about it. Hell, you probably podcasted about it. The whole thing, everybody's talking about it. But damn it, we're going to talk about it. They made the mega trade. Harden and Simmons. Seth Curry goes to who is it? Seth Curry. Who else went to Brooklyn?
Seth, Andre Drummond.
Yep, Andre Drummond. Yep, and then they got Ball Millsap. Yeah,
Millsap. Whole bunch of dudes. Yeah.
I know.
We
it
know
was
the
a lot.
big dogs. We know the big dogs involved.
Yes. So listen, both of the stars got their way. You already know, being in the media, you know the shit goes. Certain people leak certain stuff, and you hear the different storylines. But they finally got their way. So now, as we mentioned, going this month and a half left the season, which squad do you think is going to get the most out of that trade, and why?
All right, so I'm out here on the East Coast. I'm right between Brooklyn and Philly, and I do a lot of back and forth between there. I know a lot of people involved, so I'm gonna be 100. I like what Philly did. I like what Philly did. They were already a fantastic basketball team. Joel Embiid is an absolute dog.
MVP level.
Yeah, MVP level. Tobias Harris doesn't get enough credit. Matisse Thybulle's an all-NBA defender. Yep. You got guys out there, and you were already playing without Ben Simmons. You just add James Harden. You lost nothing, man. You lost nothing, and you added James Harden. So I like what they did. On the Brooklyn side, though, you can't argue anybody lost here, man. I mean, now Kyrie, the mandate about to come off. The mayor about to take the.
Just about to say that, yeah.
So now Kyrie can play home and road games. KD's gonna get right. And now you add Ben Simmons, and you basically tell Brody, listen, come in here, bro. Play defense, rebound, run the offense. You got 2 Hall of Famers to pass it to. Fresh new start. Let's rock. I like it for both squads. I like it a little bit more for Philly. But I tell you what, them dudes going to run into each other in the playoffs. That's going to be like A-list. That's going to be crazy shit to watch, man. It might be a couple old school Knick, Miami Heat brawls or something in that series, man.
Hardaway.
Extra pushing and fisticuffs going on. There's
going to be some real dog stuff. So it's going to be fun. But I like it for both sides. I think it worked out. It's one of those trades, rare NBA trades, where you have an actual blockbuster that actually works for both teams. And it just made perfect sense. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Out here on the East Coast, that's all they talking about.
Dr. Bridges, what do you think?
I believe the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad Ben Simmons got a chance to showcase himself again. And, I mean, he was acting like a hoe for the whole situation. He was. I mean, he was. You know what I'm saying? He was. He wasn't being very vocal. You know what I'm saying? He was just acting like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So he's just been really should have just been like, look, man, I don't want to be here. So figure out a way to get me out of here. You know what I'm saying? But either way it go, it's over. It happened and it's over. You know, so I know the city of Philadelphia, I know how they act. You know what I'm saying? So pretty sure he all kind of bitches and hoes all day, every day. They're happy to have a beard there, and he fits right in. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a Philly beard.
He does.
He fits right. He definitely has a Philly beard.
The 5%ers are loving it. You know what I'm saying right now. You know what I'm saying? Having him in the city.
I mess with you. I mess with you.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I miss Philly. Philly, I miss you. I miss the city of Philadelphia, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but and then the Nets. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I mean, they loaded at this point. They loaded. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, it's about chemistry.
They just added Goran Dragic too.
Yeah, so it's about chemistry. But it's about chemistry. So you got to have that chemistry. You know what I'm saying? And are they going to develop that chemistry? Is Ben Simmons going to do what you said? Is he going to go in there and just run the offense? Is he going to want to, be Brucey on you know what I'm saying? Is it Brucey's time to shine? is he going to go with that attitude? You know what I'm saying? Like with the longest yard? Like, is Kyrie going to stay for a whole season? Is Kevin Durant going to stay healthy? Like, it's so many what ifs over there.
Yeah.
They're an uncertain basketball team, but they're loaded. You know what I'm saying? Trade was good for him, but I got more faith in Philly than I do in New Jersey, really. Brooklyn. I'm sorry, Brooklyn. I'm sorry.
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Honestly, the way I look at it, I think in the short term, you're going to see a lot more fireworks from the Sixers, but I think in the long term, it's actually going to be better served for Brooklyn because now they're getting Seth Curry, who's a fantastic 6-man off the bench. They're going to get Joe Harris back. They just picked up Dragic, and if they can get Ben Simmons to be like that point forward type of guy who doesn't have to worry about trying to hit the clutch shot or really hit shots much at all and just play defense at a high level and distribute, they may be better served if, as JB said, the chemistry can line up in time for a playoff run.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to be honest with ourselves, we're looking at the Bulls, we're looking at Miami. Those are cool stories. But ultimately, when the game slows down, it's going to be a real test. Now, Miami's been there. You got to give them credit. And DeMar is having a crazy season for the Bulls. You can't discredit that at all. But the reality is, with the mandate coming off, that's only going to give Kyrie this whole rest of the season to get back in the flow and everything. Now, that's all, I guess, depending on when Simmons actually starts to play, right?
Correct.
He's going through his mental health stuff. I mean, you don't want to discount that either. That's a part of the mix.
Yeah.
But I think short term it's going to be real flashy for the Sixers. I think longer term, I'm very curious to see what the Nets do.
I'm with that.
But like you said, I don't think there's any loser in the trade per se. Well, Flex, you mentioned the Lakers. Oh my goodness. As you know, Flex, around this program, the review, as JB will attest, we have a way of bringing up ideas and topics weeks before the talking heads get to them. It's amazing. It's like we say it, and then they watch our show.
It's what we do, Flex.
That's what y'all do.
All of a sudden, it's on First Things First or all these other stupid ass debate shows, but yet we said it first. On episode 203, our special Lakers correspondent, Dr. Tim Tinkle, indicated on December 10th that the Lakers should trade Anthony Davis. This was in December, and we had a nice discussion about it. He's out for 4 more weeks with the midfoot sprain. Everybody's talking about this Westbrook trade, but realistically, do they need to wheel and deal to get AD out of there to maybe get some of those young pieces to come back that helped them in the bubble to win a title? Where are you at with this whole AD mess?
No bullshit. I'm 100%. And I ain't running the Lakers. I wish I was, but I ain't. But if I was running the Lakers, it won't stop at AD, brother. I'll be calling about LeBron, AD, and the whole damn squad. They just need to blow that up.
Everything must go, Sale.
Listen, LeBron made it very clear what his agenda is. He gonna play wherever his son play. LeBron made it clear he's disappointed, and Clutch is disappointed because they wanted to trade Westbrook for John Wall, which is a Clutch client. So there's animosity there. You got the front office, you got players, you got a whole schism going on. At the end of the day, if I'm the Lakers, I'm cutting the losses and I'm saying, yo, I'm getting whatever I can for LeBron. I'm getting whatever I can for AD. I'm starting from scratch because ain't nobody fucking with them boys in the Valley anyway. So that's how I'm rocking with it. Real talk, man. I mean, I'm being 100, man. Hey, Father Time is undefeated, man. LeBron ain't getting no younger. And so I think the writing's on the wall. I think there's already him putting it out there like, yo, I might not be here too much longer. So knowing that, I'd probably try to flip. Well, honestly, dog, another thing is, I mean, you might keep AD then and then try to get what you can for LeBron, but I blow this shit up because it's going nowhere. That's what I do.
Ooh.
That's what I do. That's what I do, dog.
I mean, I agree to a certain extent, but like rightly, I mean, let's just keep it funky. Like Westbrook's the problem.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like Westbrook is the problem. He's just not he's like a square peg trying to go in a round hole.
Right.
When it comes to the Lakers, he is not good for them, right? He leads the league in turnovers, right? So his shooting percentage is probably trash. He's probably in the lower percentile of shooting percentage. Mm-mm. He's just not. Anthony Davis can be as Mr. Glass as he want to be, right? So, I mean, you're going to get a lot more for Anthony Davis than you're going to get for Westbrook. I get it, and I understand the whole situation, you know what I'm saying, with John Wall being clutch, with clutch, all this other shit. But, I mean, yeah, Flex, you're right. It's going to have to blow up eventually. But, I mean, rightfully, get rid of Westbrook. Try to get what you can get for AD. Let LeBron stay so y'all can save face, you know what I'm saying? Because if LeBron leave, they're going to be hot garbage juice, zoo dirt,
bum juice in the West.
It's gonna be it's gonna be, man. I'm telling you, gorilla piss. It's gonna be bad, bro. Like for real, it's just gonna be bad. So you keep LeBron because LeBron sells tickets. You know what I'm saying? AD,
and he's still playing at a high level. You can't.
But that's what I'm saying. Westbrook is my first out. Westbrook is my first out. Get rid of that boy. Send him somewhere where he can just go fuck up some shit. And try to figure out, a way. I mean, AD, he cool. He stay hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna do that. But he when he in there, he playing well. So I wouldn't blow the whole thing up just yet. I definitely get Westbrook the fuck out of there and try to get what I can get for him. You can get some role players for Westbrook. You can get some. Yeah.
And despite his high number, he'll only have one more year on that deal anyway. So somebody can take it if they want to.
The Knicks will take him. I'm out here, brother. Trust me, Knicks will take him.
Oh, I know they will. They talking about blowing it up. Yeah. Talking about blowing up. That's a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
right.
Word to Stephen A.
Yeah. Leon Rose will take
right.
him. Don't trip. He'll take him. But
right.
yeah, man, it's an interesting dynamic, man. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes there, man.
Now, look, we mentioned a few of those teams at the top, like the Bulls, like Miami, of course. Out west, you got the Warriors, the Jazz are still lingering around. You got some teams that can make some runs, but Flex, you pay more attention to this shit than any of us. So when you look at the last stretch, who do you view as the contenders besides the Suns, and who do you view as the pretenders? Who's for real? And
all right, I'm gonna
get the funk.
I'm gonna start West Coast. Obviously, Phoenix Suns are contenders,
correct,
and Golden State's legit. Golden State's legit,
especially when Draymond's healthy.
When Draymond's healthy, Golden State is legit. Honestly, everybody else in the West, I don't believe in Memphis. I don't believe. I just don't. They're not ready. The Jazz ain't ready.
Dallas,
right. All those teams are one and dones. Lucky to be in the second round. Phoenix and Golden State in the West, and I'm gonna tell y'all who I love in the East. I'm gonna say it. I've been saying it from the jump. It's gonna be Phoenix and Milwaukee again. When it all get down to it, run it back, baby. NBA Finals.
Boys, the rematch.
Let's finish. Yeah, let's finish it. Let's get Giannis now. We got my boy Biyombo. We got my boy JaVale McGee. We got Torrey Craig back.
We got bigs.
Yeah,
right, we got bigs for that boy.
Sons and Foes Part 2, baby.
Let's go.
Part 2.
We got
Where's
baby.
Do that?
We got Baby Holiday to go give his brother a little hell. That's always good to have a little backyard book.
Yep. The 3 holidays. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. I'm with it. I agree. I totally agree. Right? I totally agree. I want that. If it ain't, I want it. I need that. I want that. We're gonna bust their head. We're gonna bust their head and goddamn, we're gonna bring a championship.
And we're gonna link up out there, boy. Put that Valley Boy Association.
Hey, if we win a championship, look, if we win a championship, whatever the hotel we're gonna be able to get in, we stay in that thing for 3 days. They gonna catch us. They gonna catch us on Central Avenue on a light pole. You know what I'm saying? Look like this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we gonna be litty out there. Hey, I'm with y'all, man. Hey, listen, I promise y'all, next time I'm out there, we gotta link up, guys. Hey, hold on, Benny, you in Michigan?
No, Benny, LA.
I'm in LA.
Oh,
but hey, I'm out there though. You think
rings
and things, you know what I mean?
We gotta figure that out.
We
figure that out, baby. Valley Boy Association, we figure that out.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna be here with it. Because they can't do nothing in LA. We ain't no restrictions out here.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
We can do whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Hit up Scottsdale, something crazy,
right?
We shut down
Scottsdale.
We can do whatever, baby.
We're going to shut that down. Yeah, listen, real quick, to answer your question, Phoenix, Golden State, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, those are the 5 real dogs. One of those 5 teams are going to be hoisting the trophy. My favorite is them boys in the Valley. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Hard to bet against that, as you said. They were there. They got the team intact. CP will come back. Monty's a hell of a coach. James Jones a hell of an executive, and they got the pieces. But I like that. I like part 2. I like Lethal Weapon Part 2, the sequel, baby. Get them back together.
Run it back.
Because I don't think Philly and Brooklyn and anybody else are going to put together. I don't think Chicago, Miami quite have the horses to get to that level. Maybe win a series or 2, but Milwaukee's been there. Phoenix has been there. So I like it. And a damn show ain't going to be the fucking Lakers. They're going to be Cancun, baby. Gone fishing. Oh, my God. Well, look, that's it, Flex. We ain't going to hold you. We appreciate you as always so much. Plug out your shows where people can find you, the whole thing, sir.
Hey, man, 98.7 Arizona Sports Postgame Show. PHNX Network with my guy over there, Greg Esposito and Sal Bookman, at Flex from Jersey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Believe Podcast Network, KSRN, all that stuff, man. All that stuff. We gonna rock. It's down below. Y'all got it. Coast to Coast Podcast. Y'all got everything, man. Hey, I love y'all, my G's, man. I'm gonna be checking y'all out whenever y'all need me. Just hit me up, man. Can't wait to link up with y'all, man. Y'all the best, guys.
No doubt, brother.
We appreciate you, sir. And listen, more to come as we get into the playoffs. So you will definitely be on a few times. And hopefully with a championship celebration show. So, you already know. We're going to put that in the air.
You already know. I'm a phone call away for y'all. Anything for y'all, man. I love y'all.
Yes, my man.
We appreciate you, sir. That's
Easy,
our
bro.
guy. That's our guy, Flex from Jersey. Join us, tapping in. Of course, make sure to follow him at Flex from Jersey on all social media platforms and check out his shows. And post game with the Suns there on 98.7. Of course, tapping with us at JB and Benny Blue on all social media. Again, we are in podcast form, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Like, share, subscribe. Just like Flex, we are a part of the Casual Sports KS Around Arizona family. Make sure to tap in with them. Live stream, you can always run these episodes back. Check us out in the visuals as well on the Believe Podcast Network. And as we were plugging like crazy, we are sponsored by Valley Boys Association Clothing. Go to valleyboyassociation.com and use code podcast22 for 20% off your order at checkout. And of course, tap in with our guy. It's timtobuy.com. Follow him on Instagram at timtobuy. And text him review 515-444-7003. All right, so we covered a lot of basketball, JB, but let's get back to the old foosball with some review, reaction news, pow. Brian Flores, you got a job. He is now the defensive assistant
linebacker. Boy Calvin.
Calvin got a job. Calvin got a job. Whack Arnold's, baby. And he's the defensive assistant and linebackers coach for the Steelers. Shout out to Mike Tomlin for doing him a solid. And here's a nice little wrinkle to this, JB, as we've been talking about this for the last few weeks. He declined to sign the NDA and paperwork, left millions of dollars on the table so he could speak out against the Dolphins. So first of all, what do you think about Brian Flores going to the Steelers and then what he did as he exited the Dolphins to keep that lawsuit going?
Shout out to Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? Another show of class from that organization. Amazing. Again. And as far as Brian Flores, you know what I'm saying, declining that just shows the kind of man he is. You know what I'm saying? Even if you wouldn't have gotten this job, you know what I'm saying, he was made up his mind to say and said, this is what I'm gonna do, period. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I blew the whistle and I'm gonna keep blowing that bitch because, you know, y'all need to know what's going on out here in these NFL streets. So shout out to B-Flow. You know what I'm saying? That job is going to lead to another job. He'll probably end up being a defensive coordinator there. You know what I'm saying? After this year, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Who knows what happened? You know what I'm saying? But again, shout out to the Steelers organization for being a class act and hiring a great football coach that's going to definitely help their defense go to the next level. So shout out to them. Shout out to him.
And it's interesting just looking at the story here. Of course, you know, when something like that comes out, immediately the team is going to say, "Oh, it's false. Oh, he that's false." His lawyers got the receipts, man. He screenshot. I'm not going to go into it because obviously a contract.
Of course.
But basically, when you look at that contract, it basically means you were only to say the most nice, family-friendly, PG things about the Dolphins. And the hell?
Right.
I'm not doing that shit.
I don't work for y'all no more, motherfucker. Shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That's when I'm under contract. I ain't under contract no more. Shit. Right. I'm over contract. Way above it. Way over. So fuck y'all.
Well, shout out to Brian Flores. You know, he's got the new gig, and he's fighting the good fight still. So that was the dope thing where he didn't have to drop that was my fear, right? That if he's gonna take a new job, they're gonna be like, "Can you drop the lawsuit?" But he didn't. That's dope. That's very dope.
That's to a man. That's not. I mean, that's nothing. You know, that's not embarrassing. That's a man saying, "Look, I've been wronged." You know what I mean? Like I know wrong when I see wrong, and I'm blowing the whistle. So hey, again, shout out to the Steelers for continuing to be a class organization.
Now, JB, you talked about, I believe, last week. That's before your power went out. Pow. And by the way, how are we? I meant to ask you at the beginning. How are we in the power situation? We good?
No, everything's straight now. Like I said, this happens in Mesa a lot. It's just like they have blackouts. You know what I'm saying? When shit just fucking goes out, it ain't nothing to do with my fucking power. It was the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you look out the window, it ain't shit cracking. It's like, nah, that's what happened.
Well, listen. Speaking of getting the power back on, you were talking about it last week. We brought it up. Well, the XFL and the NFL reached a collaboration agreement to innovate together on the game rules, officiating, health, and safety. But the XFL is claiming that they're not a developmental league. And we have a message here from friend of the show, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, talking about, because he is now the owner of the XFL. Let's check out what the Rock had to say about this as we pull it up here on the shared screen. The shit will play. All right, let's try this again. Pow, pow, pow.
Excited. I am motivated, and man, this one is humbling. I am so honored to be able to share this very big announcement with you guys that the XFL is officially collaborating with the NFL, the National Football League. And the whole idea about the XFL NFL collaboration is to grow the game of football, the game that we all love, the game that we are passionate about. Now that the XFL is joining forces with the NFL with one goal in mind, which is innovation opportunities to advance the game of football. But in addition to, the innovation opportunities, we're also looking to not only grow the game of football, but also create opportunities for player development on and off the field. And as an XFL owner, as you guys know, my number one priority will always be the players and creating more opportunities for them. So we're just getting started. What a force to be reckoned with, the XFL and the NFL. I'll keep you guys posted. I love you guys. Here we go.
Wow. Excited. Wow.
Cool. I mean, that's more jobs. You know what I'm saying? It's not a developmental league. They won't say it is, but any league that's partnered or paired with the NFL is a developmental league because NFL is the league. That they're the upper echelon. They're the top. They're the star on top of the Christmas tree, right? So you no matter what, any league that's in cahoots with the NFL is going to be a developmental league. It is what it is, right? So you ain't got to say it, but as long as you're not rivaling the NFL, now the XFL is literally they're literally in the same bed as the NFL now. They're definitely a developmental league, and that's cool. More opportunity for guys to play.
Smart move.
Yeah, more opportunity. Oh, hell yeah, way smart. More opportunities for guys to play. And again, it's going to make the NFL a better product because now these guys are going to come in free agents. Now, what it's going to do, honestly, is going to make it harder for these young cats, you know what I'm saying, that's out here fucking around, these first, second-year cats that the NFL bring in. Like, now it's going to be a little different, right? So you're not going to have 2 or 3 years of leeway to get it right because there's going to be a free agent that's fresh out the XFL that's ready to play, and that's going to come in and going to be on point. So it's just going to raise the level of everybody, right? You got to bring it. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, your ass going to be permanently in the XFL or what's the other one, the AFL?
Actually, that would be the USFL because
the USFL, right,
is starting in 2023. So speaking of which, JB, the USFL had its inaugural draft yesterday, 35 rounds. God damn.
Well, they had to fill all teams. Yeah, so
it was divided up by positions. Yeah. And the game started in April. So based on what you've heard from the XFL, who is starting next year, and we've talked so much about NFL Europe and how the other spring leagues have failed, do you think the USFL is putting themselves in a position to succeed?
Again, as long as they don't rival the NFL, you can have many tributaries that run to the sea that is the NFL, right? They can't have enough avenues to bring good players in. So as long as they don't rival the NFL, they're going to be just fine. They're playing in the spring. So there's no way they can rival the NFL. So as long as they don't rival, and that XFL starts in 2023, I get it. Yeah. But more football. Let me see it. As long as they ain't trying to play on the same day and, you know what I'm saying, same times and all that shit, just, coexist. And, let's have a shitload of football. I'm loving it. I'm excited about this shit. I think the USFL, I think they're cool. Just, again, what is it, 8 games? You know what I'm saying? And they have their little playoffs and their championships, something like that. So, they good. They good. That's 2 months of football. So, April, May, you know what I'm saying, June, maybe a championship game in July. That's right around the time the NFL start, you know what I'm saying, mini camps.
Right.
So you're going to have cats that have played, and they're going to be able to slide in the mini camp. They're going to sign them as free agents. You know what I mean? So it's a really good deal, man. It's just a really good deal for both the XFL and the USFL. For real. It's a real good deal.
Yeah, and listen, OG reviewers know that we've talked about the first go around with the bring back of the XFL. We talked about the AAF. I feel like there might have been even one more league that I can't even think about, but I know it's those two for sure.
Some bullshit.
And it didn't work. And now
another thing, Benny, real quick. Don't try to get too big, right?
Right.
Don't try to get too big.
8 teams total in the USFL.
Yeah,
at least.
Understand that you're low budget. Find a place that can accommodate, you know what I'm saying, people like, you know what I'm saying, a junior college stadium, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got to be something spectacular, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep it small. Have a good product. Same NFL rules, football-wise, officiating-wise. Again, have a good product and keep it small. And all these leagues below the NFL, these two leagues below the NFL can coexist and have great success and longevity and be there and be just like the NFL Europe. NFL Europe was great because it stood alone because it was in Europe.
Right.
Right? There was nothing to rival it. That's why NFL Europe was so great. That's why I hate that they you know what I'm saying, they did away with it.
Right.
Excuse me, but with all this COVID crap going on, NFL Europe could have never survived, right? But yeah, so just keep it low key, good product. Don't develop too much overhead. Like, you got to pay these guys, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, keep it smooth, satisfy the players, keep the players happy, good product, and keep that pipeline rolling to the NFL.
Yep. Because if you think about it, whether it is the USFL or XFL, I think some of the fatal flaws with the past things is like they try the past leagues that they tried to expand too big, and they, even though it was in the spring, they were trying to do things at an NFL level in the spring, where they were playing the same stadiums. It was a lot of the same markets, but
like the AFL, right? Remember
the AAF, the Alliance,
the AAF. They're a perfect example, right?
Yes, of what not to do.
Playing in college stadiums, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, overhead. Nope.
Whereas with the USFL, like, they have like the Birmingham Stallions, they have like these they're mid-sized cities in football hungry communities that don't have, like, Alabama doesn't have a pro team, so it's like, but they love football.
Yes.
So if you give them football in the spring in a place where you can pack it out every time and not try to act like you are an NFL type league, you can win that way. God damn it, you know what I mean? Now, look, speaking of amateurism, JB, all right, we're going to talk about it. You know what happened to my guys, but hey, you're talking to a man in Juwan Howard that played in the league 17 years. He's from the south side of Chicago. When he says, don't touch him. For those that didn't see it, he got into a little handshake skirmish, dust up, fisticuffs, as JB used earlier in the program. Donnybrook. And for those that didn't see it, God damn it, we're going to show you the full video right now, the play-by-play, the blow-by-blow. Hey, maybe JB will even want to give a little commentary on this. So let's show exactly what happened here. At the end of this game, Michigan was getting whooped, and they were full court press, so Wisconsin called a timeout. And then at the end of the game, this is what happened.
To 63. And Juwan Howard not going over immediately to shake hands. Now he's going to get in the line.
So he goes up.
Interesting finish here. 77.
Says, don't touch me. Gets in his way.
Howard and guard
finger in his face, but to mush his ass.
He go. This is a victory slap.
Was not happy about that timeout.
Here it is. Bow!
Bitch.
Just threw a right hand.
They went from basketball announcers to boxing announcers.
Juwan Howard just threw a right hand, a right cross. He slapped him. He slapped him. Listen.
This is an ugly scene. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a little melee, you know what I'm saying, a fake ass malice in the palace. Listen, if a man tells you, don't touch me, don't touch him. All right? You know, so there's a thing called coach etiquette, right? There's a thing called coach etiquette. When you're up by a certain amount of points, you got a certain amount of minutes left in the game. You put your second string in, right, to show good faith and say, hey, you know, we're good fight. We got the better of y'all tonight. We're going to take our dogs out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take y'all dogs out and keep y'all dogs in, whatever. It don't matter. We're going to back off the gas, right? Full court press, call a timeout with seconds left in the game. Yeah, I'll be mad too. That's embarrassing. That's demoralizing. Now I'm starting to take this shit personal, right? That's cool. So Juwan Howard simply told him, I'm going to remember that shit. That's what he told him when he pulled his mask down. I'm going to remember that shit. I read his lips. He said it. I'm going to remember that shit. And then he went to shake his hand. He gave his hand a shake, but he was like trying to keep it pushing. Dude was like, nah, no, you know, hold on now. Nah, ain't no hold on now. I done told you. All right, I shook your hand. That's the requirement. And I'm keeping it pushing. but you want to get in my face and try to say whatever. I don't give a fuck what you're saying at this point. I told you what I needed to say. I shook your hand, and that's that. What you gonna tell me? No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. You did it. You showed me what it's like. All right. So, Juwan Howard, I commend you, sir, and I'm glad, Michigan, that you didn't fire that man, because that would have been some bullshit. Right. It's a game. Men get heated. It is what it is. I done seen coaches get heated. Come on, Bobby Knight used to do all kind of shit and never got fired. Right? Shit. Yeah. Shit to players and never got fired. Right. So, yeah, I'll be damned, you know what I'm saying, if that man would have got fired for that shit. No matter what, a lot of these fucking prude-ass white people say, oh, my God, there's no place in college basketball for that. Like, but Bobby Knight, I'm going to keep bringing him up. This motherfucker was hell on wheels, right? And y'all just let this motherfucker get away with murder all day, every day. So, for decades, right? Centuries. Right. Yeah. So, fuck. So, look, this is what it is, man. You can't, like, this is a low-level shit, but when I coach youth league football, coaches used to get mad at me because the score would go higher than they wanted it to, but I would take my starters out and run the same plays. It ain't my fault you can't stop them. I ain't throwing the ball. The ball ain't going in the air. The ball's on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You guys can't stop it. It ain't my fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but again, there's just a code of ethics when it comes to coaching. And I think Guard stepped over that line. He stepped over that line big time. And Juwan, I'll let him know how he felt. And Buddy tried to make amends right there with you. And it ain't time to talk at that point.
Right. Yeah, so Juwan gets suspended for the remainder of the regular season. I mean, look, Michigan's having kind of a down year. They started up high, and I really haven't seen much of them this year, so I can't really call it as to why this year's went the way it did. And listen, by the way, we got to be for real. Like, had Michigan won the game, none of this shit's happening. I mean, it's just one of those things in the heat of the battle, as you mentioned. So, did I expect him to get suspended for several games? Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, definitely not a fireable offense. And, you know, I mean, hey, it takes two to tango. Wisconsin, even though homie didn't throw a slap, you saw all of his assistant coaches getting spicy. Right. They were barking like a dog on a chain behind the fence. Right. So they were doing their thing. So, you know, hey, it is what it is, and they'll move past it. And finally, speaking of throwbacks, very interesting news to end on. JB, it's coming back. Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Lil Baby, and Fanatics brand acquire Mitchell and Ness. Are we taking it back to your drafting year? Are throwbacks coming back?
Shit. Throwback. O.J. Simpson. Hey, look, there was a song, and I don't know exactly who sang the song. I'm going to have to find it, but it was a chopped and screwed song. It was called Throwbacks, right? Where they really, was going in on just how tight the throwbacks was, right? You know what I'm saying? And, yes, throwbacks was the shit. Especially when I first got drafted to Philadelphia. Mitchell and Ness is located in Philadelphia. Man, that's dope as hell, man. I'm happy to see that, man. But with that being said, it's just most shit for these punk ass young kids to bite on. I mean, I get it's a money thing, but I was just talking the other day with my folks about sneakers, right? How all of a sudden everybody a fucking sneakerhead, right? We used to think sneakerheads was weird. Am I right or wrong? We used to be like, yo, you really paid all that money for them goddamn shoes? You know what I'm saying?
It's been building that way though for a long time. Right. Hype Beast and those websites. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I'm saying but the internet, bro. The internet. It's the internet, bro. It's the internet. Yeah. You know, it's social media. You know what I'm saying? Social media. Like you said, yeah, but a lot of them bro, StockX been around, bro. StockX ain't just start.
Yeah.
StockX been around forever, right?
Yep.
But again, like I said, we used to think sneakerheads was weird. You paid all that money for them shoes. They dope, but goddamn, bro. Now it's commonplace. So it's just something for the young cats to bite, you know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of excited about it. I might, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple throwbacks I didn't get when I was younger that I might try to fall into, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But yeah, shout out to them, man.
So you were just right when throwbacks really peaked around 02 to 04, 01 to 04, let's say. Mm-hmm. So I was in 8th and 9th grade. So I didn't have no money for fucking throwbacks. Them just $200 a piece. What did you in your day? What did you have in the closet? What did you have?
I had the throwback Reggie White, the Philly. You know what I'm saying? The green and silver. The green and silver joint. This is
looking like state property security, baby. Good.
Yeah, I mean, I had that joint. I had, you know what I'm saying, I had the throwback Reggie. I mean, not Reggie. I had the throwback O.J. Simpson, the Buffalo with the old Buffalo Bill on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. We had the throwbacks. You know what I'm saying? I had the Babe Ruth, because you know I'm a Yankees fan.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I had the Babe Ruth. You know what I mean? I had a lot. I had a few. You know what I'm saying? I had a few. I just had, I had like 4 or 5. So I ain't have a lot. You know what I'm saying? But like just, you know, I had the Jerry Rice. I had a throwback Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, I was a 49ers fan growing up. Jerry Rice, my guy. But yeah, other than that, I ain't have many. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't one of them. I wasn't fabulous, you know what I'm saying, walking around, you know what I'm saying, the throwback every day. That wasn't me. So I'm happy it's coming back, you know what I'm saying, because it's, you know, it's just a different style of swag, but don't expect me to go run out and buy no throwback, bro.
Hey, everything
I got a throwback on my wall, shit.
Right. Yeah. The one that's his, damn it.
Right.
And hey, listen,
Jeremy Bridges.
Hey, fashion, everything old becomes new again. But youngins, Gen Z, if you're gonna try to bring back throwbacks, make sure you have the right fitted and the right Air Force Ones to match. Do it right. If you're gonna do it correct. Don't be faking the funk and doing, you know what I mean, some bogus, trying to add random ass shoes that you found on StockX or this, that, and third. Nah, man, we ain't doing that. Well, look, that's it. That's it, folks. We appreciate you tapping in with us. I think Dr. Bridges is frozen, but if he has, we'll wrap this thing up. Follow us on all social media at JB and Benny Blue. Of course, tap into our YouTube channel for all content, including some new shorts with all different type of snippets and clips from our past shows. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. Follow JB at 73KingJB73 and follow me at Benny Blue Eyes. Of course, tap in here on our TikTok. Please follow us on TikTok. I know we're with the kids now with the TikTok, but hey, we got to do it with this whole promo game. Follow us at JB and Benny Blue. Podcast forum, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Available on casualsports.com or the Believe Podcast Network. Tap in with JB here. Burning Bridges Podcast live streaming on Tuesdays. Shout out to our family at the AAT Sports _ and All About the Birds. Baby, sponsored by Valley Boys Association, valleyboysassociation.com. Code podcast22 for 20% off on our guy. It's timtobuy.com. Text review to 515-444-7003. And that's it, reviewers. We love you so much. Until next time, we are out, baby. Peace out.